Hi guys, so I figured out how to add H5P to your Poodle labs. I know we discussed not inundating the Poodle labs with context, but it does yield an interesting result, whether it's for the labs or how we approach the labs in the future or other Moodle activities. It's still interesting, so let's check it out. I'm logging in as a student with my fake student account. And going down to find my version of your Poodle lab. And you'll see that as soon as it opens, I have this H5P course presentation on the top, and right down at the bottom, I have the actual lab. It's in progress because I've already tested it out once. So in the H5P course presentation, you have your slides, which is what's really interesting here is that you could have a grammar presentation here before you have the pronunciation lab, and they're kind of really connected. So it's not so much about context, but about connecting the grammar to the pronunciation lab. So here I've got an interactive video on the first slide. This is really cheaply done, just didn't want to spend too much time on it. So interactive video with gap fill, practicing those contractions, the grammar of it. Of course, I could have any kind of questions here. On the second slide, I have some audio prompts. So you could have just the contractions, sentences, students listen and repeat, what have you. And then finally on the third slide, instructions telling us to scroll down and start the lab. When you click into the lab, it looks exactly as you would imagine. It brings you to the lab page and you can proceed with the lab. So, super interesting. I really like how it's connected together. It forces the student to do a little bit of grammar first before jumping into the pronunciation, as opposed to just being on that main page, doing some grammar, and then going and taking a break and coming back and sort of losing that momentum. Now, how to do this is super easy. So I'm going to log out here, log back in as a teacher. And step one, you absolutely have to do this. You got to download the H5P content that you want to use in that Poodle. So you're going to go to your content bank. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Content bank. Okay. Find that content. So in my case, it was Will for Future. Click it. Download it. And there's my H5P content. So then I'm going to go back to the exercise. And you're actually editing the Moodle exercise itself. And you can see my H5P content is already in there. I'm going to delete it. You would come here in the description, okay, and you're going to click H5P, and here you're basically going to browse and add that file in. So I think that file was... There it is. Ignore that part. Insert H5P, and there's your H5P document. And when you save it, it should look exactly as it did before. You have your course presentation, and then you have your lab. This could be anything. It could be a one-off gap fill, could be just an interactive video. I just thought a course presentation would demonstrate the most. So that's how it works. Interesting possibilities.